today. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Harris. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Harris. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Harris. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Spins past him. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to pull them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The Texans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll go with a keeper. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw. Harris. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's second down. Throwing again. Harris looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Operating from the gun. Harris. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Operating from the gun. Harris. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Throw left side complete. That's Hale. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This is caught by Hearns. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Harris. And all this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Hearns left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Harris on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yes. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Houston set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Harris. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for him.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So already not the best at kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Looking to throw. Harris. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Texans send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. That flag. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1.